Hi guys, it's Serge from StrettyNewsTV. I'm with Ian. Ian, Falcao's currently in Carrington. We're outside Carrington at the moment. Ian, what are your thoughts?
It's great news. Great news. It's sort of out the blue completely. I think we'll do well. I think it's a great. Van Persie's supposed to be going off for surgery, so it's a great replacement for him. It's another one for maybe. Sort of, we've seen Chicharito disappear today. Welbeck could be on his way out as well to Arsenal. So that sort of now, sort of things like we've got another replacement in there. Because otherwise you're just left with, Di Maria can step up if you think about it. And also, you've got Rooney, and I think the only other cover then would be James Wilson. And although he did press for his one game, and he has done particularly for the reserves,
and as such, you've seen Danny Welbeck, who's currently having a medical at Arsenal. So we're told £6 million loan move. What are your thoughts on that guy going to Arsenal?
I think a lot of United fans could be gutted about that. Me particularly, because he's obviously United Manchester born and bred lad, so it'll be quite a shock to see him go. But if it's only a loan move, we might see him back. This is the sort of question that I thought before. If Chicharito's going to Real Madrid, and there is actually a proposal for him to go and continue that as a permanent basis. It's just, and there's been Twitter wanderings this afternoon about it being swapping one bench for another. I just sort of questioned, would he actually return after a season-long loan deal? Is this the same thing with Welbeck, just to give them playing time that they're not going to get with the likes of now Di Maria, Falcao, Rooney, and Van Persie up front? So it's a bit of a strange sort of situation to find the players going out on loan. I think the United may have wanted to try and cash in on some of these if they were going to do it permanently. Maybe we're thinking about particularly having a good loan season and then be able to stick them on the market maybe at the end of the season.
What do you think about Tom Cleverley? I mean, there's rumours about Tom Cleverley who could be going to Everton. He's trying to push a move through, so we're told, to work with Roberto Martinez, who we work with at Wigan. But we're unsure whether that will happen. I mean, Aston Villa have shown interest too, but we're told that he's got his eyes set on Everton because he doesn't want to move away from the Manchester area. He doesn't need to kind of relocate or whatever. What are your thoughts about Tom leaving? Or
I think it's probably potentially, if it's going to be permanent, it's probably his best step for his career at the moment, because he's not getting anywhere with United, and a lot of United fans are quite disappointed for the fact that he's now become such a loose player, a bit of a loose cannon in the midfield, and he gets a lot of stick on across social media for that fact. So we have got to look at it as probably a best for him in his career. If we could get some money for it, £8 million I think was the quote, so that'd be pretty decent. And maybe it'll go towards some big assignments, maybe Strootman in January.
Sure. I mean, obviously you've seen United's transfer strategy as a whole change. As we saw in Ed Woodward's interview, he said that he wanted to stop the best players going to Spain and to other massive clubs around the world. With the signs of Di Maria and Falcao, would you certainly say there's been a change and a shift in the type of quality of the players and the calibre and the high reputation that the players bring coming into Old Trafford?
Yeah, I think we've straight away hit the nail on the head there, haven't you, Serge? Because there's this certain amount of players now that we can say that is United quality. That is the players that we've died out for. The underinvestment since 2009 is been true to see. I think if we go back to a start that City spent 130 million, back one of those years United was only spending like 12, for instance, and now it's like the complete flip. United are actually spending nearly double. Three times what City have spent this transfer window, and I think that's just playing catch up. But we're actually getting the right players for the right money.
Do you think that was because United didn't have the money at the debt at the time? Obviously, you're quite aware of the finances and whatnot. So would you say it's it's because the United couldn't had to harness the debt or whatever? So we couldn't make the big signings, but now we are able to. Or...
Yeah, I think that is actually quite a key point. Is the fact that the debt has paid a lot on what United could spend at times. But I also think it was key that if we'd have actually spent the right players at the right time, Neville alluded to this earlier in the year, that we would potentially not have such a rebuilding of the squad as we've seen now. It's 11, 12 players or something that's going in and out and stuff like that. So it's a bit different to what United are used to. We've had just been a player here, a player there. But it's definitely, like you say, overdue now.
Okay, that's great. Cheers, Ian. Appreciate that.